Now coming to the problem, they have given us the value R1 and R2, they have given us. RSI is given in the question. RS source resistance is again given in the question as 0.75 kilo ohms. We don't know the value of RO, we don't know the value of GM. So how to find GM and RO? We know the equation for GM, it is twice Kn VGS minus VTN. All these values are given in the question, so we'll get GM as 11.3 milliampere per volt. RO is nothing but lambda into IDQ, the whole inverse. Lambda is given in the question as 0.01 volt inverse. So when you substitute IDQ and lambda, you will get it as 12.5 kilo ohms. Now what all values we know? We know GM, we know RO, all the values we know. So when you substitute in the equation, you will get the voltage gain as 0.860. What we need to substitute? Ri. Ri is nothing but R1 parallel to R2. Small RO we have already found. GM we have already found. RS is given as 0.75 kilo ohms. R1 and R2 are given as 162 kilo ohms in parallel with 463 kilo ohms. So that will give you the value of Ri. RSI is given as source resistance, they have told us to assume 4 kilo ohms. They have told us to assume it as 4 kilo ohms. So when you substitute all the values, you will get voltage gain as 0.860. Now what you can say, the magnitude of the small signal voltage gain is less than 1, right? Also the voltage gain is positive, so there is no phase shift in this case because the voltage gain has a positive sign, right? That means output is in phase with the input. Since the output signal is equal to the input, the circuit is called as source follower, because this is approximately equal to 1, hence it is called as source follower. That is, whatever you apply at the input, you will get at the source. You can say it is called as a source follower without any amplification. Since you are getting gain as 1, it is just called as source follower. Now how to find the output resistance? We have already found Ri, the resistance. Input resistance we have already found over here. Now coming to the output resistance.